You know what I'm saying? Title fight.
He's talking about with Islam. He's saying that he's a little new in the sport still.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do before.
But he has a big future. He got a big future.
Big future, but I think that same Habib career not long.
Yeah, not very long.
Yeah, just start the pressure just didn't make the fight so it's done a lot. You know, you kept on keeping on and I still are.
I feel like
how's this even argument?
The longer you're on top, the more time your opponents get to study your footage. People fixate on fighting you instead of the next opponent.
And it's starting.
Yeah, it gets harder and harder the longer you stick around, we get older.
And then they're yelling at you and you're like, you know, you started because of me. So it's like, why are you even talking? I'm talking like this.
Have you ever seen Islam sparring with bigger guys in your gym? Welterweights or perhaps middleweights? And not just like wrestling, but I mean like full striking sparring.
Yeah, I've seen him fight with bigger guys. He beats them up. You know, he beats up everybody. So I've seen Islam do that. So I even seen him do this in Dagestan. You know, when I watched him go with the heavyweight, he's not as experienced as him, but he was a freaking heavyweight, and I didn't like it. I told Habib, what the hell is he doing sparring with the heavyweight? That guy hits him one time, even though he didn't touch him. But still, if he hit him one time, that's not good for him because he's a smaller guy. The guy outweighed Islam by at least 50 pounds, you know, or more. You know, I didn't like that. So I have seen it. Islam's like, Coach, it's no problem. I go, no, there's a problem. What if he hits you? He goes, Coach, you don't touch me. I go, it doesn't matter. He was big, you know. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Jose Aldo released a statement saying, "This may have been my last time inside the octagon. This week, I faced one of the biggest battles of my life, and it wasn't against an opponent, but within myself. Over the past few years, I rekindled the dream of becoming a champion once again. I trained as I always did, gave more than I ever had. But while cutting weight, something inside me said, you don't need to do this anymore. And I listened. It's time to move forward, to live for my wife, for my kids, to celebrate the story I wrote with every war, every belt earned through blood and faith. Thank you, Dana White and Lorenzo Fertitta. Thank you to the UFC. And most of all, thank you, my fans. You were the fuel behind every walk to the cage. You made me a king. If this was my farewell, know that I leave in peace, with a heart full of gratitude and my head held high, because I made history, because I lived my dream, because above all, I stayed true to myself."
Vitor, Joanna, Feliz Dia das Mães. Vitor, I'll make it quick, man. Obviously, I know it's Mother's Day, but congratulations, my man, on your induction, dude. Well deserved, well overdue. You're the pioneer that really started MMA, man. I remember watching you in those days in that fight with Vanderlei Silva. Like, you're the one that, honestly, Vitor, you made the UFC, bro, since the beginning. And
I brought the athleticism. I think that's what I brought the
you made it MMA. Yeah, you brought the hands to mixed martial arts, dude. But
let's do great things together here.
the Belfort family, man, you guys are killing it. Look at Davizinho. You know, he's transferred to another school. Kiara just took third at state. Victoria, the national team. Vitor, you are te admiro, cara, como amigo, como hermano. You're my big brother, bro, and it couldn't happen to a better person, bro. I love you, man, and just congratulations, Vitor.
He's a lucky me, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on. Nice. Ah! He went for. No. His neck. Is he all right? No, try it now. On him. Go on, Jack. 30 seconds. This is it. For your life. Boom. Body, head. Let's go. Yes, he did it.
Oh my God.
Great fight. He did it. Good push, man, even from Belal. Fought both of them. Please. It's him. New.
You are now the longest reigning interim champion.
Yeah, it's a lot of that is bull, isn't it? That is not something that I wanted. No, it's not something that I'm not that proud of that one, to be honest. The interim title's nice, but the longest reigning one, I obviously wanted to contend for the undisputed in the time that I've been interim. So
It's coming.
It's coming.
What do you think you can do to make that fight happen?
Me personally, I can't do anything. I think it's just down to money. I think on his side. So I will fight whenever, wherever he wants. But it's down to money, I think.
When you say he's afraid to take the risk, what do you mean by that?
I just think that at this stage in his career, he's had an amazing career. I just think that he's like 37, 38 years old, but not only that, he's got 1 million miles on the clock. So he's got a lot of damage on the body. He's took a lot of shots to the head. And that's not me saying anything negative about it. That's the reality of it. And I'm sure Jon Jones is aware of that. When you put him in with, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but I'm literally the most dangerous guy in the UFC if you look at the stats. When you put him in with a guy of my size who has them credentials at this stage in his career, I think Jon's a smart guy and he realises that, so he wants compensating financially for it.
And how does it feel that you constantly have to address this topic?
Oh, I'm well bored of it. I've had enough. We either need to fight or I need to move on and do something else.
He can't win. You two times, not once, twice, motherfucker. Hey guys, you gotta take that shit in the ass. Take it in the ass. Yeah, continue to keep marketing. Double champ, Olympic champ, you ain't got shit. I still not that shit, you're a bum. Remember you're a little guy though. Hey, remember you're a little guy. What's up? Shark King. Shark King for life. Shark King for life. Yeah, Shark King for life, bro. Yeah. Kobe, win the belt. Win the belt, Kobe. Kobe Covington, win a belt. Let's go. I wasn't trying to take it there.
I expected more takedowns. Okay, now it's easy for me to say on the outside. Okay,
sure.
We can look in and say, oh, well, I don't know how he was feeling or what had happened to him during the fight. I don't know how he felt, but from the outside, was it the third or fourth round when he mixed in his striking and his shots?
Yeah.
When he mixed in the strikings to bring Jack onto it, to mix into his shots, they were clean every time. Yeah. Every time. I think his only 2 takedowns, more or less, were from the open mat, drawing Jack into it, sort of thing. Now, why didn't we see more of that? You know, I can't help but feel like Belal was trying to make a point striking with Jack for the first 3 rounds.
He was, I think so.
And if that's the case, that is ridiculous.
Big mistake, right? Like,
dude, yeah.
There was no takedown attempts in the first half of the fight. Like, I wonder what Belal was thinking. There was no kick into the legs. I thought JDM did a really good job switching to southpaw, peppering that jab, mixing high-low to the body to where he was able to catch Belal Muhammad, really confuse him.
He didn't go to what he was used to going to. Like I've said before, Belal is good everywhere. There's not really an area to where I'm like, oh man, that he's really great at.
I had Belal, maybe Kamaru win the 4th. That's it.
I don't want to say it was an arrogance, but it was almost like smirk off, just shrug it off. It's nothing, I'll get him. Next thing you know, it's round 2, round 3. This guy's not stopping, he's not slowing down. Round 4, then it's like, oh my. JDM was just mixing it up so well, switching to orthodox, switching to southpaw, attacking the body, and just pop shotting. It was a complete performance. He looked like the defending champion. I'm supposed to be happy because he lost. Why would I be happy because he lost? I hadn't fought him yet. We weren't the best of friends. That doesn't mean I'm happy that he lost. As a former champion selling pay-per-views, I understand what this game is. It was still something that people wanted to see. It's difficult to work so hard to get in there and fall short. I'm not going to prey on anyone's downfall, but on the flip side, I will say, why are you not paying too much attention to this guy? I ain't even going to take him down. I'm a Canelo hands to where I'm like, this dude ain't no joke.
There's going to be a little bit of humble pie for Belal Muhammad because he was talking about, oh, you're going to see my hands like Canelo. I'm not going to shoot a takedown. That's ego, bro. Put him in the end. I truly do like Belal Muhammad, but man, it's not good when people start kind of giving the game plan. They're really going to stick to it.
Fight's over. Fight's over.
Yeah!